day. It is nice and sunny and warm and not humid here in New York, so I'm just like clearly in a good mood, right? So I've been testing out the L'Oreal Infallible Pro-Glow Foundation. So yes, everywhere, all the hype that you've seen on social media, on YouTube, everywhere. So I got my hands on it on June 29th, and yes, I had to check my Twitter account for that date. But I've been testing it out for a while now, and I picked mine up at Rite Aid back then, that day, because I tweeted about it, and I also snapped it. So make sure you guys are following me on social media so you guys know when I pick up some goodies. But I got mine for buy one get one 50% off, so it was clearly necessary that I needed two, right? I'm just like throwing these around. Make sure that before you hit the drugstore that you kind of do a little research and find out the deals that are at the drugstore, because you could get makeup even more affordable than the drugstore price, and hello. I've gotten a lot of questions regarding this foundation. Was it worth the hype? What foundation have you been using? I used it in my 10-minute makeup tutorial. I've used it, I have it in an upcoming tutorial. So I decided to continue to test it out, see my thoughts about it, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So I'm going to be demoing it in the video. So if you want to see my thoughts and see how I applied it and everything, then keep on watching. Okay, so before we get into the demo, I kind of just want to go over the claims that it makes. So it says that it is a radiant finish, and yes, I completely agree with that. I do have highlight on my face because I finished doing my makeup, but in the demo part, you'll see it was just primer and the foundation. So you'll still notice that it's very glowy and radiant. And what I love about this is that my skin looks healthy. Like if you guys watch my 10-minute makeup tutorial, that's why I love that foundation in that tutorial, because I look put together, I still look healthy, I look wide awake, and it took me 10 minutes to do my makeup. So anyways, I love it. You can add some more highlight and look even more glowy, like all that jazz. So I completely agree with that. Then it says wear up to 24 hours. I'm not sure about this claim. I never wear my makeup for 24 hours. The most I think I've worn it was for about 12 hours. For me, if I don't set it, prime my face, and all that jazz, I do feel like it starts to wear off by the end of the 12-hour mark. So I will say I can't see it being 24-hour wear, nor should you have your makeup on for 24 hours. And now as far as the coverage, medium coverage, and I agree with that as well. It is a buildable. You will see it in the demo how much it covers just on one layer of the skin. And I have 2 layers on, and it does not look cakey or anything like that, right? So we're good. Then it says that the texture is airlight, and I completely agree with it. It is more on the liquidy side. If you guys can see, it's like runny. It really gives that like lit from within glow, which I'm all about. So as far as where you can get it at the drugstore, like CVS, Rite Aid, Target. It should be available everywhere now, Ulta, and it'll range from $10.97 to $12.99 depending on where you get it. But like I said earlier, make sure that you check out the drugstores before you make any purchases. See if there's any coupons, any sales. Like there's always sales at the drugstore, so just make sure that you kind of do a little bit of research just so you could save a little bit of money. And I will say it does have the SPF 15 in it, which is great. It makes it a perfect summer foundation. I would recommend going in with an additional sunblock just so you get that extra coverage. You should be wearing a minimum of SPF 30 on your face. So this alone isn't going to help you, but for the additional protection, it's great. So if you guys want to see now how I'm going to apply this foundation, then keep on watching. To start off the demo, we're going to go in with the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer, and this is in the hydrating formula. This is my primer. This is my go-to primer every day. I have normal to dry skin a little bit, so this really just adds a lot of moisture and makes my skin feel nice and plump while smoothing everything out. So that's why I love this primer. So we're just gonna put it on very lightly and make sure that you just pat it in so it really just sinks into your skin and creates a nice base for the foundation. So if you guys want some added glow to this foundation, I used it in a tutorial that I have coming up. And this is the L'Oreal Magic Lumi Primer. And this makes your foundation, the L'Oreal Pro-Glow, look even more radiant. It is a white consistency and it gives a nice little glow. Look at that. So if you guys want a little bit of extraness, I would definitely recommend this, and it's at the drugstore. L'Oreal makes bomb foundations, and this primer, oh, I love L'Oreal. One of my favorite makeup brands. Now if you have oily skin, I would recommend, this is empty, but this is also the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer, and this is the smoothing primer, and this is more of a mattifying primer, but it's just more of like a thicker, balmy consistency. It's very much like the Benefit Pore No More primer, like that type of primer, but I just love the Makeup Forever one. We're going to be using the shade Natural Buff, and this is number 204. So it says on the back to shake it really well and use the end of the tip to dot it onto your face in rolling motion for like the best application. So I don't know what rolling motion is, but we're going to dot it on our face. And I'm just going to lightly dot it. Now normally I color correct before I put the foundation on, but in this case, since I am doing a demo, I want to show you guys what the actual just the foundation looks like. What I like to do, because I think that it adds a little bit more coverage, is use the Sigma F80. So this is a flat top kabuki brush, and I just like to pounce it into my skin for the first layer. I do use 2 layers because it is buildable. So let's do that. Now, like I said, just pounce it up and down into the skin, and you could already see that glow on my cheek, and it is so lightweight. And like I said earlier, it is medium coverage, so you do see it taking away that redness that I had on my chin. And you can already see like at that glow. I love it. Just looks so, it really makes your skin look so radiant. So as you can see, like it took away the redness. Now when I color correct, it takes it away a lot more, but for one coat of a drugstore foundation, like, you know this is bomb. Okay, I zoomed in so you guys can see the glow. And I didn't use an illuminating primer. This is just the foundation. But one coat coverage, really, it is medium and it's buildable, which I love. But you know me, we're gonna add another layer. Okay, so we're gonna go and dab a little bit more on. This time we're going to use our beauty blender, and this is like my holy grail tool. You guys already know that. And we're just going to, again, pounce on the product. And this will shear it out a little bit, so it won't be as heavy duty coverage, but just adds a little bit more coverage that we want. Now my forehead is a little bit more irritated from the breakout, so it is a little bit more red that you can see. But as for like my hyperpigmentation and everything, it covered it up pretty well without color correcting. This is the first glowy foundation that I've actually used that I love, because it doesn't make my skin feel wet. It doesn't make me look like I just soaked myself in water. Just a very natural glow, and I love it. It provides coverage. Again, I use 2 layers, so it is buildable, and it doesn't look like cakey or anything like that. It really just melts into your skin. So that is what I love about this foundation, and for the price point, you cannot beat this, guys. Like, look at this, right? Alright, I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. So clearly you guys can tell, right? I'm a huge fan of the foundation. So I have really high hopes for this because L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte is one of my favorite foundations of all time. So I had really high hopes, and L'Oreal did not disappoint, so thank you. But if you guys are still watching this and you haven't stopped this video to go out and go buy yourself this foundation, I don't know what you're waiting for $13, hello. I will be back with a June and July beauty favorites video next. So make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure to like this video. Give me a thumbs up if you like reviews, like product reviews. And if you do, make sure that you leave me down a product that you want me to review next. So I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Hey babes. That's weird, right? Yeah, that's weird. Okay. It's like hot like freaking balls in here. Number 1 skincare tip: drink lots of water. I wanted to share with you guys my thoughts. No.